In the bustling halls of Northwood Academy, a school known for forging future leaders and innovators, there was a student named Elora. At 17, she was an enigma. While her peers were a whirlwind of chatter, laughter, and social ambition, Elara moved through the same corridors like a gentle stream, quiet and unassuming. She wasn't shy in the conventional sense, nor was she aloof. She was simply silent. Her silence wasn't empty. It was a deep well of observation and thought. In class, while others competed to answer questions first, Elara listened. She absorbed every word, every concept, every debate. Her notes weren't just transcriptions of the lecture. They were intricate mind maps connecting ideas from history to science, from literature to mathematics. Her teachers noticed. They saw the profound understanding in her eyes, even if she rarely voiced it. Elara doesn't speak often, her literature teacher once remarked, but when she does, you realize she's already thought through every angle. Her classmates, however, often misinterpreted her quiet nature. They saw it as a lack of confidence, or perhaps even a lack of intelligence. "What's with her?" they'd whisper. "She never hangs out, never talks." They saw a blank canvas, not realizing the vibrant, complex masterpiece being painted just beneath the surface. Elara heard the whispers, but they didn't sting. She was on a different path, guided by an internal compass they couldn't see. Her sanctuary was the school library, a cathedral of knowledge. There, surrounded by the silent wisdom of generations, Elara felt truly at home. She wasn't just completing assignments, she was on a quest. She devoured books on quantum physics, ancient philosophy, behavioral economics, and sustainable architecture. Her silence wasn't a void. It was filled with the voices of the greatest thinkers in history. She was building an empire in her mind, brick by brick, idea by idea. One day, the school announced its annual Innovation Challenge, a prestigious competition where students presented original business ideas to a panel of real-world investors and CEOs. The grand prize was a significant scholarship and seed funding. The school buzzed with excitement. Teams formed, brainstorming sessions echoed through the common areas, and ambitious plans were loudly declared. No one expected Elara to participate. What could the quiet girl possibly present? But on the day of the sign-ups, her name appeared on the list, a solo entry. A ripple of surprise, mixed with skepticism, went through the student body. In the weeks leading up to the competition, Elara's routine remained unchanged. She spent her time in the library, but now her focus was even more intense. She wasn't just reading. She was synthesizing. She was connecting the dots between ecological science, smart technology, and community. While others practiced their flashy presentations and catchy slogans, Elara was building a comprehensive, multi-layered business plan. The day of the Innovation Challenge arrived. The auditorium was packed. One by one, students took the stage, presenting apps for social networking, trendy fashion lines, and delivery services. The presentations were slick, confident, and loud. The judges nodded politely, asking a few standard questions. Then, it was Elara's turn. She walked onto the stage, not with a burst of energy, but with a calm, centered presence. A simple title appeared on the screen behind her: Oasis. The room fell quiet, intrigued by her composure. "Our world is getting louder," she began, her voice clear and steady, filling the auditorium. It wasn't loud, but it commanded attention. "We are constantly bombarded with information, with noise, with demands for our attention. This relentless noise creates stress, erodes focus, and disconnects us from ourselves and our communities. We are losing the value of silence." She paused, letting the weight of her words settle. "My project, Oasis, is not about adding more noise. It's about creating spaces for silence." For the next 15 minutes, Elara unveiled a vision so detailed and profound it left the audience spellbound. She proposed a network of urban Inspirational, beautifully designed pods placed in city parks, corporate campuses, and university grounds. These weren't just quiet rooms. They were technologically advanced environments designed to facilitate mindfulness and deep focus. She explained the science behind it. Each pod would use sound cancellation technology, controlled lighting that mimicked natural patterns, and biofeedback systems to help users lower their heart rate and achieve a state of calm. She presented architectural mock-ups, a detailed financial model projecting profitability within 3 years, and a phased rollout plan starting with a pilot program in their own city. She had already surveyed potential users, spoken with material suppliers, and even developed a prototype algorithm for the biofeedback software. She had thought of everything. When she finished, a different kind of silence filled the room. It wasn't the empty silence of confusion. It was the heavy, buzzing silence of awe. The judges, who had been leaning back in their chairs, were now on the edge of their seats. The first question came from a notoriously tough CEO. "This is an ambitious idea, Miss Elara. But how do you monetize silence? People won't pay for that." Without missing a beat, Elara replied, "With respect, sir, they already do. They pay for yoga retreats, for meditation apps, for noise-canceling headphones. They are paying for a solution to the problem of noise. Oasis isn't selling silence. It's providing a highly effective, accessible tool for mental clarity and well-being. In today's economy, focus is the most valuable currency. We are selling a tool to mint that currency. Her answer was a thunderclap. The judges were stunned by her clarity and business acumen. The students who had once dismissed her now looked at her with a newfound respect. They had been busy making noise, while Alara had been quietly building an empire of an idea. Needless to say, Alara won the innovation challenge. The victory wasn't just about the prize money, it was a validation of her method. It was proof that the deepest rivers are often the quietest. That was 10 years ago. Today, if you walk through the bustling streets of any major city, you might see them, elegant, sleek pods with the simple logo, Oasis. They are in airports, offering travelers a moment of peace. They are on corporate campuses, used by employees to de-stress and refocus. They are in universities, helping students find clarity before a big exam. Oasis Corporation is now a global multi-billion-dollar company, a leader in the burgeoning wellness technology industry. And at its helm is its founder and CEO, Alara. She still isn't the loudest person in the room. You won't see her shouting on magazine covers or giving bombastic interviews. But when she speaks, the world listens. She hosts an annual conference, not called the Summit of Success, but the Symposium of Silence, where leaders from all fields come to discuss the power of quiet contemplation and deep thought. Her story became a legend at Northwood Academy, a reminder that success doesn't always roar. Sometimes, it's born in the quiet moments of observation, in the silent dedication to a craft, in the profound depths of a mind that chooses to listen more than it speaks. Alara taught everyone that true strength isn't about how much noise you make, but about the substance and depth you build in the silence. Her journey is an inspiring testament to the fact that while the world is full of voices, it's the ones with something meaningful to say that truly change it. Thank you so much for watching. If this story inspired you, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel for more content like this. We'd love to have you as part of our community. Until next time, find your own oasis.